Hello to everybody. I'm Valentina Mazzocco, Senior Consultant in Considi, and I would like to welcome you to the last of our 4 appointments of innovation and fast development.
So, good afternoon, everyone. Today we will speak about service design, but before starting, I would like to show you a video in order to introduce the topic that we will focus on later with the theoretical part. So, let's see the video.
Enter the ePallet business ecosystem. On-demand retail experience. ePallet acts as a mobile shop or showroom. The mobile e-marketplace meets you when and where it's convenient for you. First, choose products you're requesting online. Multi-purpose moving space. The meaning of transportation may change. Travel time is no longer driving time. It's increased efficiency and productivity time. Mobile personal shops. Enable you to sell your personal items. Personal mobile marketplace. Individualized ePallet showroom with retail functionality. Payments are easily done. On-demand city. Many types of services can gather, even in remote areas, blurring the lines between brick and mortar, retail, and e-commerce. ePallet. Our vision of future mobility services and mobility commerce.
So, I hope you enjoyed the video. Before going on, I would like just to make a question. Do you know which company developed this sort of new concept for mobility? The concept that in the video is called ePallet. Could be Google, Amazon, Toyota, or Tesla. I will give you just some seconds in order to answer. Some more seconds. Okay, so the most voted answer is Toyota. Yes, you're right. So one of the most important company that operate in the automotive sector, a company that in the past, for example, has developed the lean methodology, has always created a vision related to how the mobility, how the transportation will change in the future. So the main concept that we want to transfer you with this video is basically related to the fact that a company that born as a car maker, so a product maker, see in the future a transformation related to the fact that they want to become a mobility provider. So they want to offer a service to the customer and to basically change completely their vision. So this video was made in order to introduce the topic related to the service design, and we will speak in detail about this methodology. So what is service design? Service innovation design, as you can see, derives from the word design. Design, as you can see, as a definition from the Cox review, is basically an element that links creativity and innovation. Cox review defined design as something that shapes idea to become practical and attractive proposition for users or customer. Design may be described as creativity deployed to a specific end. So when we speak about innovation, service innovation design, we speak about all the methodologies related to design applied to the service. So it's just a way to innovate, to optimize the existing services in order to release in the market new and more efficient services that basically reflect which are the main needs of the customer. So here introduced also three main pillars related to the service innovation design, and they are user understanding, prototyping, and collaboration tool. So starting from the first one, when we speak about user understanding, we mean that when we speak about service, we have always to put the customer in the center of our study. So we have to understand the needs of the customer, we have to understand the pain that he suffers when, for example, use a specific service or a specific product. And we have also to understand which are the main requirements that the customer wants from the service that we provide to him. The second pillar is related to prototyping. Prototyping is one of the main activities performed by the designers. As you know, designers, in order to release a product in the market, prototype it in order to give an increment of a product to the customer that the customer basically can test and can also use in order to give feedback to the company itself. So basically, prototyping is essential because it gives the possibility to make an idea tangible. And we will see in the next slide how we perform it. Then we have collaboration tools. Of course, is the last but not the least. Collaboration tools are basically tools that give the possibility to the development team to work together, to communicate, to define diagrams, mind maps, and so on. Of course, collaboration tool can be paper-based, but if we have a digital instrument like iObeya, of course, we manage to communicate in a better way and to communicate also with members of the team that maybe are dislocated. So going in the next slide, which are the key objectives of service design? We have represented the three main objectives that are, first of all, the touch point optimization. As we said before, service design is the process of creating touch points and defining how they interact with each other and with the user. So we have touch points that represent basically an interaction between the user and the company itself. The aim of service design is to optimize those touch points in order to give the maximum level of experience to the final customer. Then, of course, we have design. So we have to use this methodology in order to optimize the existing service or to create a new service that basically reflect and respond to which are the main criticalities that the customer face when he uses the specific service. And at the end, we have, of course, as we said before, the fact that we have always to put the user in the center of the process that we try to map and so on, because the main objective is to really to understand which are the main needs, the main requirements of the user itself. So all these 3 points, of course, are made in order to perform a translation inside a company. So start from maybe a company that is simply a product maker, as we said before, for example, in case of Toyota, and gradually become a company that delivers a service. So basically, just to translate what we have said before, selling a service means taking on something that the customer would otherwise have to do on their own. So going from a company that is just a product maker to a company that is a service provider is a long process that has to be performed with specific methodology. And we will see that, for example, the British Council has developed the so-called double dial method. That is a method that supports the company to perform this sort of evolution from a product maker to a service provider.
Brilliant. Thank you. Thank you, Silvia. Can you hear me?
Yeah, sure.
Brilliant. So here we are in our Scrum board, and we're going to deal with this user authentication feature. And in the left-hand side, you have basically everything that concerns the feature itself, plus who is going to interact with this feature. Okay, so you have some personas. Sure. I forgot the video to switch on the video. Some personas, so name, this is representative of a given set of potential future users. So you have Ben here, age 33, from New York City, digital native, needs to park the car anywhere, well, in Milan, if he's on a trip or living in Milan for a while, and the work does not allow him to devote much himself to other activities. That's kind of a description of the potential users. On the right hand side, you have on the upper part, you have the planning and the steps part. So basically here you have the whole path that is going to be performed by the users while interacting with this feature. And right here we have a detailed breakdown of those like path segments that are detailed into smaller steps, and those smaller steps are themselves split into stories. So right here, for example, let's restore this card. And here you have, for example, for the login phase, as a customer, you might be willing to be able to use your email as a username. And to do this, actually in iObeya, you use story cards where you can describe the story. And you always start with, in the Agile methodology, as a customer, blah, 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 blah. And you have story points that will allow you to estimate the workload of a given story. And in iObeya, we have specific boards that are able to count those story points in order to actually see if you have enough velocity or capacity within a given for example, sprint to carry out all the different stories. And of course, you can detail the members. I mean, who is going to be in charge of this? So let's save this. And in addition to that, what is interesting is that those story cards also can have children cards through the collection feature. So a collection feature just allows you to create a tree where you have parent cards and children cards that are nested one within the other. And last but not least, here we have a little sign that shows that all those cards are synchronized. So whatever I do to this card is going to be replicated to wherever the synchronized card is. And Sylvia, anything else about this this topic? Maybe?
No, that's all. I mean,